Addod Solutions. Add-on desired.
Hello viewers, welcome to Addod Solution Daily Current Affairs. I'm Lokesh Penugonda. In this session, we'll cover today's relevant current affairs from both the Hindu and the Indian Express, and also we'll see some practice MCQs in the end. Our first article is talking about the successful test firing of a surface-to-air missile named as Akash. So, the missile's name is Akash. It is a surface-to-air missile. Surface-to-air missile. So, we'll see the importance of surface-to-air missiles in the coming up days. It is stated that as the number of warplanes and the number of drones being used by enemies in the warfield are increasing, it is very important to have proper setup to bring this down. So, surface-to-air missiles are being developed in a big way by Indian defense establishment, and in this regard, Akash missiles, which have a range of 25 kilometers, have been successfully test fired by the defense authorities yesterday. Our next article is talking about India's fight against the drug menace. So, we'll see various steps taken by the government of India to fight this drug menace. It is stated that after signing up various agreements, various pacts with various countries to increase the cooperation in the fight against these drugs and narcotics, the Ministry of Home Affairs is trying to control this drug menace. And also in this article, it is talking about the SIMS e-portal. The SIMS e-portal launched by the Ministry of Home Affairs in the year 2019. So, what does SIMS stands for? It stands for Caesar Information Management System. It stands for Caesar Information Management System. Once in every few days, we hear that some law establishment or the law enforcement agency under the central government or the state government has seized some drugs or narcotics in some part of the country. So, to make sure that there is a comprehensive data regarding the seizure of drugs and narcotics, the Ministry of Home Affairs has launched this SIMS or the Caesar Information Management System e-portal. You should remember that this is a e-portal mainly dealing with the drugs and narcotics. Our next article is talking about the vaccine pass or the health pass launched by the country France. So, what is this health pass or the vaccine pass? It is stated that those individuals who have taken vaccine would be given these vaccine pass or the health passes, and only they would be allowed in museums, cinemas or sports avenues or in any places where there would be more than 50 people. So, to reduce the impact of COVID-19 and to reduce the increase of this COVID-19, France government has come up with this vaccine pass or the health pass for its own citizens. Our next article is talking about UNESCO stripping away the title of World Heritage status given to Liverpool. First, we'll understand what is a World Heritage status mean. Areas or places which have cultural, natural significance and uniqueness are given this World Heritage status, and in the entire world, more than 1150 sites or places are given or are designated as World Heritage sites. This is a status given by UNESCO. So, if a place have some cultural, natural or both significance, then this would be given this World Heritage Site status. This is given by UNESCO. So, what is UNESCO? UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization. So, it is a educational, scientific and cultural organization of the United Nations. And Yesterday in its annual meeting, it has removed the title it has given to Liverpool, which is a city in the United Kingdom. So it has stated in this annual meeting that as there are numerous constructions that has taken place in the Liverpool city, the attractiveness and the uniqueness of the city has come down. So we are removing this World Heritage status we have given earlier to the Liverpool city. Now we'll see some places which are given World Heritage Site status in India. In India, 38 sites or 38 places are given this World Heritage Site status. It includes the Taj Mahal, Ajanta Caves, Kanchenjunga National Park, among other important places. So these are some places which have received this World Heritage Site status. Our next article is talking about Brisbane being given the hosting rights of the 2032 Olympics. So we'll understand how Olympic works. Olympics takes place once in every 4 years. As Olympics is scheduled to take place in 2020, the next Olympics will be in 2024, that later in 2028, and that next will be in 2032. So it is stated that the 2032 Olympics will be hosted by Brisbane. What is Brisbane? Brisbane is a city in Australia. So what about the 2024 and 2028 Olympics? Earlier, the International Olympics Committee has stated that the 2024 year Olympics will be hosted by France. It will be hosted by France in a city called as Paris. And the 2028 Olympics will be hosted by the United States of America, whereas the 2020 Olympics have been delayed due to COVID pandemic, and it is being scheduled to happen in this month of 2021 in Tokyo, which is the capital of Japan. So these are the cities and countries that will host the coming up Olympics. Our next article is talking about the President-elect of United Nations General Assembly, Mr. Abdullah Shahid, planning to visit India in the coming up days. So we'll see about the United Nations General Assembly. We know that United Nations is a 193 membered body. So nearly 193 member states are part of this United Nations, and every year, that is for every session of United Nations General Assembly, a president would be elected within its own members. And for the year 2021, we have the 76th UN General Assembly that is scheduled to take place. What you need to understand is that when I say 76th United Nations General Assembly, it would not be from January 2021 to January 2022. Rather, it will be from September 2021 to September 2022. So the 1 year from September 2021 to September 2022 will be the 76th session of the UN General Assembly, and there was an election for the president of this UN General Assembly body, and Mr. Abdullah Shahid, who is the current Maldives Foreign Affairs Minister, has been elected as the president of this UN General Assembly. You should note that Mr. Abdullah Shahid was sponsored and supported by India as well in this election. And it is stated in this article that Mr. Abdullah Shahid, whom you can see in this image, is planning to visit India and meet the Prime Minister of the country. Our next article is stating that non-native spouses of the Jammu and Kashmir women will be given domicile certificates. So, what are domicile certificates? Domicile means permanent residency, permanent citizenship or residency. Why is it important? Before the 2019 years Jammu and Kashmir reorganization, before the Jammu and Kashmir reorganization, there used to be a constitution exclusively for the state of Jammu and Kashmir. And in this constitution, it is stated that only those individuals who are citizens and who are residents of Jammu and Kashmir in the year 1954 will be given this domicile residency. That means those persons and their own family members who are living in Jammu and Kashmir from 1954 onwards will be given this permanent citizenship of Jammu and Kashmir. Why is it important? It is important because only those individuals who have this domicile or permanent residency status can buy property. So only they can buy property. So if we consider that there is a person living in Maharashtra, he can buy a property in Uttar Pradesh, he can buy a property in Andhra Pradesh, he can buy even in West Bengal, but he cannot buy a property in Jammu and Kashmir because he is not a domicile or a permanent resident. So it is important to have a domicile certificate to buy property and to have permanent residency of Jammu and Kashmir. And after the Jammu and Kashmir reorganization, the Union government has come out with numerous regulations that are aiming to ease the domicile status and domicile rights. And now it is stated that those persons, that is those males who have married Jammu and Kashmir women would be also given domicile status. So if a Maharashtra man is marrying a woman from Jammu and Kashmir, even this man would be given domicile status and can buy property in Jammu and Kashmir from now onwards. Our next article is talking about reduction or drop of 1.5 years when it comes to life expectancy in the United States. So what is life expectancy? Life expectancy refers to the time, a living organism or a human being is expected to live, If I say that the life expectancy of a person in Somalia is 50 years, that means on average a person born in Somalia would live for 50 years. So when I say that the life expectancy of United States has come down from 78.8 to 77.3, it means that on average a United States citizen or a person living in United States will live for 77.3 years. So this is how the life expectancy work. And now it is stated in this article that 1.5 years of life expectancy on average has been reduced in the United States. The major reason stated was the COVID pandemic. Our next article is talking about various social reforms brought out in the Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, a few years ago, used to be very conservative Muslim nation, and after Mr. Mohammed bin Salman, in the image you can see him, after he became the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, he has brought several reforms, and these reforms have come under the Vision 2030 of the crown prince of the Saudi Arabia. And according to these reforms, it has removed the driving restrictions placed on women, and apart from these, women are allowed to travel without permission from guardians, and women are even given positions to work at the Hajj and the Makkah as well. So we'll see one important aspect of this reform. It has removed the driving ban imposed on women. So women in Saudi Arabia before 2 to 3 years, they could not drive their own vehicles. So it was the only country which had brought a driving ban even in the 21st century, and after removal of this driving ban, it has become the last country to remove the ban placed on women driving. So this is one significant aspect of the 2030 vision reforms brought out by Mr. Bin Salman. Our next article is talking about CSC Centers planning to partner with Farmeasy. So first we'll see about the CSC Centers. CSC stands for Common Service Centers. Common Service Centers. These are like internet centers mainly in the rural areas. In the rural areas, we see major population of the people does not have proper internet connectivity and does not have relevant knowledge to use various digital services and digital networks. So to support these rural people, mainly these common service centers or the internet center like centers were established. This setting up is the initiative of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So these are the centers that will provide digital services to people living in the rural areas mainly. And now it is stated that these common service centers have been planning to partner with Farmeasy. What is Farmeasy? Farmeasy is an online medicine delivery system. So just like you buy certain things from Flipkart and Amazon, you can buy pharmaceutical needs from these online medicine delivery system titled as Farmeasy. So it has not finalized yet, it is just in the cards. Our next article is talking about Sparkassen Trophy. It is stated that the former world chess champion Mr. Vishwanathan Anand from India has won in this Sparkassen Trophy. We'll just see what is Sparkassen Trophy. Sparkassen Trophy is held by or in Germany, and it is a chess related trophy or a tournament. So Sparkassen Trophy is related to the chess event. Next we'll see some practice questions. Our first question, Akash missile, which is seen in the news recently, is it a nuclear missile, is it a surface to air missile, is it a air tank missile, or is it none of the above? The answer is B. It is a surface to air missile which has a range of 25 kilometers. Our next question is, the Ministry of Home Affairs launched a e-portal named as SIMS. It is relating to, is it relating to cybercrime? Is it relating to drugs and narcotics? Is it related to illegal weapons and ammunition? Is it related to terrorist activities? The answer is B, because SIMS stands for Seizure Information on Management System regarding drugs and narcotics. Next question. Who among the following has been elected as the President of UN General Assembly for its coming 76th General Assembly, which will run from September 2021 until September 2022? Is it Mr. Abdullah Shahid? Is it Mr. Volkan Bozkır? Is it Mr. Abdullah? Is it Miss Katharina Joseph? The answer is A. It is Mr. Abdullah Shahid, who is the current Foreign Minister of Maldives. Next question. Olympics for the year 2032 will be hosted by, will it be USA? Will it be France? Will it be Greece? Will it be Australia? It will be Australia. Answer D. Next question. Sparkassen Trophy, recently seen in the news, is related to, is it related to football, hockey, chess, or none of the above? The answer is C. And with this, we have come to the end of the session. Inform about Addod's initiative to your other aspirant friends. You can visit Addod's website to attend more questions from today's current affairs, and also show us your support by liking and subscribing to our channel. Thank you for watching.
Addod Solutions. Add-on Desires.